Hey guys, welcome back to the Learning Conjugate YouTube channel. Today was max effort upper body day, so I decided to go with the max effort. This is a close grip with a one board. Reason for that, I've been working on the inner head of the tricep and kind of the tricep strength and trying to bring that up. For me, that tends to be the weakness in my bench press. I think, like a lot of people, I stick usually a few inches off the chest when the deltoids really start to come out of the lift and the triceps need to take over. So just trying to work on that tricep strength and get better at sort of locking the barbell out, carrying it through that sort of the critical point in the bench press, which again, I think for most people is a few inches off the chest, typically. Although some people do struggle at lockout as well. So anyway, that was kind of the idea with this one, is to stress that particular muscle and work on that skill. I've been working with two board close grip for a while too, so I'm hoping my triceps are coming along. To be honest, I'll probably stick with that. So here's 2 1/4. Start with just the bar and then 135. It's 2 1/4. And again, even though I'm using body heave to get the bar off my chest, which if you're doing a board press, here's 275. If you're doing a board press to try to develop your triceps, is like an accessory or supplemental lift. Body heave is probably something that, it's up to you, of course, but like, I know Jimmy Kolb, he talks a lot, dude. Here's three plates, so 315. Jimmy Kolb talks about using the board press as more of an extension and trying to work on the tricep extension. Here's 345, so this was a 5-pound PR with this grip and this board height. And it moved pretty well, so I decided to go to 365, just because it's 365, right? I mean, it's another quarter, so anyway. And this one you can see really starts to grind in the triceps. And to be honest, guys, that's what I'm looking for. So we back down to 315, this with a 2 board, and we're just doing some reps here. So this is the accessory I'm using right now, again, is the 2 board press with a close grip. I'm just trying to work on the triceps. But anyway, back to the ability to grind with the triceps. That's one thing that you'll see some elite level benchers have. Ryan Kennelly, for example, here's 315 again. Ryan Kennelly, for example, he had really strong ability to grind weights with the triceps. And I think that's, in some ways, you don't see that with people who aren't as good at bench pressing. For whatever reason, learning to grind with the triceps, trying to extend the elbows, is something that a lot of people just don't develop for whatever reason. If they slow down at all on the bench press, they just miss. And so having that ability, I think, is pretty important. This is 275, again, just working down. So this was, of course, we worked up to a max effort single, and then we just did some back down sets. Now, again, back down sets in the conjugate system, according to, let's see, I think it was Dave Tate, and maybe there was a guy that worked at Westside as like a trainer. Oh, here's 2 1/4 as like a trainer with the athletes and stuff. But they said it kind of just went by feel. I think Dave Tate said that. I have to go back to make sure, but yeah, you just go by feel. So if you wanted to do back downs, you could, but it wasn't required, especially on a max effort day, because especially, I don't know, guys wearing bench shirts or like. If you're squatting, at Westside, these guys are squatting, 1,000 pounds or whatever. You probably don't want to do too many back down sets after that, because it's going to be pretty hard on your body. So anyway, so this is a different day. So I did that whole workout. And I've been using sort of supplemental lifts on different days, just because, again, these max effort trainings can get kind of long. And again, I know Louis Simmons, he talked about the Soviets said, and Louis said also, that your training session should be somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour and 15, hour and a half max. So I think it's better to divide these up into shorter training sessions and just do more of them than to go to these marathon, 2-3 hour training sessions. So anyway, these are some lying floor extensions. With the Easy Curl bar. This bar I just got from Walmart. It's a Cap brand barbell. Super cheap. It's like $40 or something. You can have an Easy Curl bar, so I thought, why not? And I was inspired to buy this because I was watching Ryan Kennelly's YouTube channel again, and his guys were doing floor tricep extensions like this, so I wanted to do it too. I remember seeing these for the first time on the Westside Barbell channel. Dmitry Budikov used to upload videos when he was there training, and they would do those a lot, so, or at least some of the time. After that, I went to these Kolb rows, Jimmy Kolb inspired. Of course, barbell rows are as old as the hills, but putting them down on the pins in between sets like that and kind of cheating the weight up is where the Kolb in the Kolb rows comes from, because that's where I learned that from, was watching one of his videos. So you can use more weight, and obviously you're cheating the weight up, but again, name dropping like crazy. But Eddie Cohen talks about how using more body English actually engages the back better, so probably should do it. So we did floor tricep extensions, and then the Kolb rows, and then finished with these seated dip machine push down. So did 3 sets of each one, just kind of going for as many reps as possible, and that was it. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.